The hell of chronic fatigue. And no, it's not the same as being tired. So, what is chronic fatigue? Let us address this debilitating condition by explaining the root causes. Is more than just feeling tired after a long day or a sleepless night. It's a persistent state of exhaustion that can significantly impact daily life and overall well being. For me, chronic fatigue is almost as bad as pain, or it is worse. I am not sure right now, but it's something that I absolutely hate. Possible medical causes such as infections, autoimmune disorders, muscle or nerve diseases, endocrine diseases, heart, kidney, or liver diseases, cancer, and C19. When it is caused by chronic illness or autoimmune diseases, chronic fatigue due to autoimmune diseases can cause your body to experience a number of effects. We're going to talk a little bit about science, a little bit about cytokines. Cytokines are proteins that pretty much signal the immune system when there's injury in the body. But what happens is in some chronic illnesses and autoimmune diseases, the body is attacking itself. So cytokines are there busy doing their work, signaling the immune system to work, but then it starts to overwork because because it is actually causing inflammation in a body that is attacking itself. Cytokines are responsible for coordinating the attack against pathogens, and they also cause inflammation. Because the immune system is overreacting in autoimmune diseases, cytokines are likewise elevated. Things that happen when you have chronic fatigue is the obvious: energy loss. It uses your body's energy to send out immune cells, which can make it difficult to maintain your daily routine. The immune system releases cytokines when it responds to a perceived pathogen, which can cause inflammation and fatigue. Now remember, with people with autoimmune disease, their body is the pathogen. Pain. Chronic fatigue can make joint and muscle pain worse and can also lead to headaches. Other symptoms of chronic fatigue due to autoimmune disease can include problems with sleeping, thinking, dizziness, and weight loss. We can also talk about some medications that can cause fatigue. You have sedatives, hypnotics, which are usually sleeping pills, antipsychotics, anxiolytics, opioids, anticonvulsants, beta blockers, and some over-the-counter meds included antihistamines, stuff like chemotherapy and bone transplants. Also, the exact cause of chronic fatigue is unknown, but several factors may contribute. Viral infections. Some people develop chronic fatigue due to a viral infection. So if you have an autoimmune disease or chronic illness, start looking out for symptoms of some form of bacterial or viral infection that might be playing around in the background. Next, chronic fatigue may be linked to a compromised or overactive immune system. This may be one of the red flags for you to go and get tested to see if you have an autoimmune disease. Next, we have hormonal imbalances. Hormones produced by the hypothalamus, pituitary glands, and adrenal glands might be out of balance. Once again, this may be a signal for you to go and get this checked out. Another red flag is physical or emotional trauma. People who have experienced significant stress or trauma may be more likely to develop chronic fatigue. Next up is genetics. There may be a genetic predisposition to chronic fatigue, making it more common in certain families. So we have addressed the possible causes of chronic fatigue. Now we need to attain some information that can help us. How do we attain the help we need for chronic fatigue? For one, schedule a doctor's appointment if you have chronic fatigue and you don't know why. Start with your primary care physician. They can perform an initial evaluation, rule out other potential causes of fatigue, and provide referrals to specialists if needed. Keep a symptom diary detailing your fatigue, sleep patterns, diet, exercise, and any other symptoms you experience. This information can help your doctor understand your condition better. Okay, now we have to get a comprehensive evaluation, medical history, and a physical exam. Your doctor will take a detailed medical history and perform a physical examination to identify any underlying medical condition. It usually involves blood tests and other laboratory work, may be ordered to check for infections, hormonal imbalances, and nutritional deficiencies that could be contributing to your chronic fatigue. Next, you will probably get a referral or a consult to see a specialist like a rheumatologist who specializes in conditions that affect the joints, muscles, and bones, such as fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis. Usually, you may see an endocrinologist. These doctors focus on hormonal imbalances that might be contributing to your symptoms. They can assess for neurological conditions that may be causing chronic fatigue. Then treatment options. Let's look at treatment options. First, start with medication. Your doctor may prescribe medications to manage specific symptoms such as pain, sleep disturbances, or depression. Therapies to explore, mental health therapies to explore are seeing a psychologist or a counselor. They may do something like CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and develop coping strategies for you to manage the psychological aspects of chronic fatigue. So now let's assess. Where do we go from here? Now we need to put all this information we gather together and find ourselves in it. We need to make some decisions, right? So we'll weigh what the medical side is saying, and then we assess our lifestyle and try to come up with some answers and balance, checks and balances, I guess. Then when we find ourselves within this, we can now start making an action plan. We will have to get a journal, start recording our symptoms, and get all our appointments and lab work completed and scheduled. We need to think about things to ask our provider. We need to write down all the questions that we have for our provider and get them answered, especially about treatment. We need to get any medications causing the problem adjusted, changed, or removed. We need to do a sleep study to see if there is anything causing any sleep disturbances. We need to also start a sleep hygiene routine and see if getting medications or supplements like magnesium that can help with deep sleep. Ask for a nutritionist to consult with to help you with creating an anti-inflammatory meal plan. Next thing is going to seem counterintuitive, but it helps a lot. Exercise and movement. A physical therapist, an RA fitness coach, or an exercise physiologist can design an exercise program tailored to your capabilities and your needs. If you don't have access to that, check out low impact stretches, low impact workouts on YouTube. Back to sleep hygiene. Implement strategies to improve the quality of sleep that you're getting. Decrease the level of caffeine after 2 p.m. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule, meaning go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, get at least 8 hours of sleep, and ensure that you have a sleep environment that is comfortable, that is comfortable and conducive to getting quality sleep. Look for local support groups in your community. Many communities have support groups for people suffering with chronic fatigue syndrome and other autoimmune diseases. These groups provide a platform to share experiences, tips, and emotional support. If that's not a possibility, then you can find online communities. There are numerous online forums, blogs, even books, and social media support groups where you can actually connect with others facing similar things as yourself, so you don't feel isolated. Some people find relief from chronic fatigue symptoms after going through acupuncture therapy. Massage therapy can help reduce the muscle pain and promote relaxation. Mind-body practice techniques such as swimming, tai chi, stretching, and Meditation and prayer, going out in nature, getting enough sunlight can help manage stress and improve overall well-being. Educate yourself. Do your research. Stay informed about chronic fatigue by reading books, reputable works, and medical journals so you can inform your loved ones and also advocate for yourself properly. They also may have workshops, free workshops, and seminars available on chronic fatigue to learn more about managing this condition, making yourself more enabled to take control of your life. And the last piece, awaken the will inside yourself of wanting to see your future self and why it is important to not be a victim of your disease. And you need your power and your faith back. This will allow you to soar over the harsh winds of chronic illness. I hope you found value in this video. There should be another video popping up here that I know will be valuable to you as well. Go ahead and click it. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tell me in the comments what has worked for your chronic fatigue. See you.